The US would never, could never.
I have lived in Seoul, South Korea for a combined total of 3 years now, and call it culture shock or whatever you want, but there are still things every day that surprise me, and here are 7 of those things that surprise me still living here in Seoul, South Korea, set to the backdrop of doing my everyday makeup. Enjoy!
Number 1, dogs in backpacks. People here in Seoul love to carry their dogs in backpacks, in strollers, just with their arms. Some of them really just have them slung over the shoulder like literal babies. Let's review, please, shall we? Because not all dogs in backpacks are bad dogs in backpacks. Public transportation, fine. Please, by all means. Airports, absolutely. Sick, injured, old, feeble, taking them to the vet, please, by all means. But if they're just a perfectly fine, healthy little dog, please let them use their legs. When I am in a calm, cool, and collected and uncrowded residential neighborhood and someone has their perfectly fine, perfectly energetic dog in a baby stroller, I just...
Not this.
And Andy, my Korean husband, is also very surprised when he sees this, but he's not from Seoul, he's from Suncheon. So this is either just a Seoul thing or muscular atrophy is a trend. Number 2, half-heartedly running to cross the street. And I don't mean like the, oh my god, I'm 5 minutes late for an appointment, let me like straight up run across the street kind of run. I mean like the middle school shuffle run to the bus when you kind of want to miss the bus because you want your dad to drive you to school kind of little run like that. And people will start this little half-hearted shuffle run from like half a block away, and it's like, honey, you're not gonna make it in 10 seconds. I don't know why you're running, but I'm just also the type of person to never run to cross the street. But they don't make it, that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to run and make it across the crosswalk before time's out, but if you start to run and like you really know in your heart you're not gonna make it, like why? Why are you running? Every time I see it, it surprises me that like adults out here are still doing those little shuffle runs. It's so funny. 3, the girls that do their makeup on the subway or other public transportation perfectly. Flawless. And with just a little compact mirror. These girls are beauty, they are grace, they are more evolved than me. I will never have the skills and talent that they have. Every time I see a girl whip out some instrument and start like perfectly filling in her brows in the middle of rush hour on a subway, I'm like, bravo, bravo, I appreciate you. You're amazing, you're wonderful. I wish I could be you. I probably never will. Just hats off to these girls. Every time I see them, it gets me. Number 4, grid parking. And I really mean the kind of parking where like you are surrounded on all sides. You are literally boxed in. And I only experienced this really once in the US, and it was in the church at my hometown, but like after service, like you know everyone's going to their car, you know everyone's leaving. You don't need to wait for someone to come to their car so you can back up and leave. But here in Seoul, I see it like all the time. These cars that are literally boxed in, and it's like common that if you're in one of these parking situations, you leave like your business card on like the dashboard so that if someone comes out and you've boxed them in and they literally can't pull out and move anywhere, they can call you and you can come move your car. And it just, every time I see it, I'm like, wow, how messy. Like no one wants this, but with a population density like Seoul's, I guess things like this are bound to happen. So just grid parking though. Why? I wish it didn't need to be like this. And the lines are painted like that. Like it's not just like some asshole parking behind you for no reason. Like the parking lines are literally painted like that. This is actually a blush that my friend Victoria gave me, but it has a very delicate little sparkle and a nice little mauve-y hue, and I love to use it on my eyes for eyeshadow. I'm gonna do my eyeliner, but whenever I do my eyeliner, I get real close to the mirror. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner and then come back to the surface for you guys. Hold on. This is the same blush now that I mentioned earlier that I used on my eyes. I'm also gonna put it on my cheeks like real blush. But at any rate, number 5, extreme aegyeosal makeup combined with a lot of plastic surgery, and it's a very specific look that some of these girls out here, especially in Gangnam and Apgujeong, have that they really enjoy. And it's definitely a choice, it's definitely a lifestyle, and I'm not judging them like I'm not here to condemn that lifestyle or whatever. Like, your body, your choice, however you want to rock yourself and your look, that's totally up to you. I'm not here to judge it, but every time I see it, it still really surprises me because it is like very unique still and very interesting. And I always think like, wow, how long did it take you to do your makeup? And how long did it take you to like perfect this level of makeup? Or do you feel like you've perfected it at all? Like, it's just very interesting to me that these girls spend so much time doing like extreme makeup. And some of them really do be out here looking like aliens and cartoon characters, but again, like, that's a choice. Like, they choose to have that look where you walk around like a filter, you walk around like the after version of extreme Photoshop. It's so interesting, and it's like, you see those girls all the time on Instagram, right? But when you see them in real life, it's always just, you always take a step back and you're like, huh, like, these girls are real and they're out here, and they're usually out here in Apgujeong again, and other areas of Gangnam. It's a very specific look, again, not judging, but every time I see that look, I just take a minute and appreciate that look. It always surprises me to see those filter looking girls actually look like that in real life. Number 6 might be something that I'm really sensitive to as an American, because we love our eyebrows and we love like dark full eyebrows. But here in Korea, I've seen a lot of girls who dye their hair like orange or some like light brown or like honey color, and they choose to fill in their eyebrows, which are not dyed. Their eyebrows are still like their natural, like very dark brown or black color. But they fill their eyebrows in with a product that matches their like orange or blonde or brassy or honey colored, like their lighter hair color. So half of their eyebrow is not matching the other half of the eyebrow. Like, the natural hairs are there, but they're not being filled in with the right color match. They're being filled in with the color that matches the hair, so the eyebrows don't match each other or themselves or I don't know. Apparently it's on purpose and it's like a look, and some girls really like this look. I don't know, it's not for me, it's not something I'm used to. When I see something like that, it reminds me of when we were all in middle school and just trying to figure out makeup. But I don't mean to insult these girls, I'm just not used to seeing eyebrows like that. So when I do see them like on the subway or whatever, or sometimes it's not even makeup, it's tattooed in. Like, it's tattooed like this orange or brassy color, and I'm just like, it doesn't match though. It doesn't match though. And number 7, last but not least, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the stories, you probably knew this was coming, but the thing that still surprises me living in Korea is the affordable healthcare. Every time I go to the doctor and get the bill and look at it, I am filled with surprise and elation and delight. Like, I got physical therapy for my shoulder. The muscles are a little weird right now. $5 for physical therapy. The US would never, could never. When will the US ever? Please tell me, when will the US start charging $5 for physical therapy and other health and medical things like that? Please, when? Healthcare is so affordable here, and I am not used to it yet, and I don't ever want to get used to it. I want to keep feeling delight when I see these bills. Even my husband had surgery like a couple months ago now. He didn't have to pay anything for it. Insurance covered it. Like, hello? Amazing. 10 out of 10. Alright guys, those are the 7 things that still surprise me about living here in Korea. I hope you enjoyed them or related to some. If you're in America or some other country in the US, please let me know if any of these surprised you to hear about, or if you're living in Korea and you are a foreigner, anything that you were like, you know what, yeah, that really gets me too. Guys, I am starting to do more affiliate stuff because I want to get paid for the content that I produce. So if you liked any of the products I used on my face or anything going on, everything that I use in my daily makeup routine, which is this, will be linked in the description box below through affiliate links. So if you make any of these purchases or buy any of these products using those links, I get like a very small cut. So it helps get me paid, it helps get you some new cool products that you might like based on what I just use in my life. Anyway, anyone can use YesStyle, but the Amazon links are only for people that live in the US. So I'm sorry about that, but at least with YesStyle, anyone in any country, I'm pretty sure, can use those links. So let me know if you buy anything that I used on my face. I know a lot of people really like the primer that I use. It's the VDL Lumilayer Primer that gives this like extreme glow. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna let my hair dry now, put some products in these curls, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet.